Well, that was a fucking long 7 days to wait. What is good, everyone? I am BA, back once again with another reaction in the Wire series. This is episode 7 of season 2, and it is called Backwash. Last episode, usually I like to give a good 5-minute recap before we start watching. I literally can't wait. I've been waiting 7 days. I mean, this could be really disappointing for me. I could start the episode and we see D'Angelo dead. I've literally been hoping all week that D'Angelo survives that murder attempt. I actually don't know how I'm gonna be if it just starts and he has in fact been killed. I've been hanging on so much to this hope that like, they can't kill him like that, they can't kill him like that, someone's gotta find him or something. If he's just dead, I might just need to literally straight up pause this shit for 10 minutes and take a sabbatical. Fucking hell, that'll be too brutal. You know, I suppose I should brace myself for the possibility he might be dead. It's shit. It's one of my favourite characters. It's fucking bullshit. I mean, this isn't even a recap. This is just a pre-bracing before I press play in case he's dead. So yeah, no long intro like usual where we recap everything in a lot of detail because I can't wait. I've waited 7 days for this, don't make me wait another 10 minutes. This is episode 7, season 2, Backwash, The Wire, BA. Let's fucking check it out and see what it's saying to it. Please be alive, D'Angelo! Right, here we go. Okay, Bodie's in a flower shop. This isn't good. Fuck's he buying flowers for? Funeral?
Something in particular?
Funeral.
Oh, fuck off!
Nah, funeral, you know.
No, I mean, I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, yeah.
See if the Wire are tricking me and this isn't for D'Angelo.
We work together.
I see. Professional relationship.
So it is for D'Angelo.
He was still my nigga, you know.
I think I'm on it. Follow me.
Hell yeah, Steve. This what I'm talking about.
That gat and grip thing over there sells a lot. We can do that in.
What a ridiculous selection of gang-related funeral flowers.
How your boy fall?
Hung himself.
Oh, fuck off! It is D'Angelo! Fuck off!
Cut, man. Strung himself up.
That's fucking bullshit, man. No, this has actually pissed me off.
I guess he couldn't handle all them years, you know.
Fuck this shit.
It's a weak-ass nigga when you think about it. But ain't no reason to drag his name down no further, you know?
Is this the episode where most people stop watching The Wire? I'm fucking instantly deflated.
Fuck it, alright? Just make sure the towers look like they do.
I don't even know what to say to that. Since season 1, like, that's essentially this show drawing its line in the sand, actually, I bet. This show is a police show because of that. Here's why. Because in the first season, we saw McNulty's life, we saw Kima's life, we saw all that, but we also followed D'Angelo closely. He was like the McNulty on the criminal side almost, the one we followed the most throughout the shit he has to deal with on that side of things. The fact they've just pulled that character out of the show gives us no readily identifiable character on the criminal side we can in any way relate to anymore, unless you're a fucking murderer or a smack dealer. That's to me this show drawing its line in the sand like it's a police show. They shouldn't have killed D'Angelo. That was a mistake. The writers should not have killed D'Angelo. It's not impactful in any way to me other than it's fucking shit. Do you know what I mean? Is that the impact they really want? To just piss me off? Like the Red Wedding in Game of Thrones didn't piss me off. It was fucked up, but it didn't piss me off. This pisses me off. Where's the protagonist on the criminal side of things now? They just killed him. Fuck this shit. Seriously, I don't like cop shows. They better bring in some other protagonist on the other side of things that we can relate to as a human. They gotta just dehumanize all the fucking criminals out here. Fuck off. They would have never have had the balls to kill McNulty. I guarantee this show never kills McNulty and never has the balls to kill McNulty. But it's cool to kill D'Angelo.
So what's next?
Next is for us to get them doc boys back to thinking that we've gone away. I mean, we spooked them right good with that grand jury shit. Now, if we're gonna set up on them, they need to think that we ain't gonna be a problem no more.
They're trying more stealth tactics at the docks, I guess.
I don't want out here all day taking a chance, right? I'm saying police roll up into this bitch and ain't gonna be you to catch no charge.
Is that the same dealer from 2 episodes ago? This dude has aged in the face about 20 years. What the fuck happened to you, bro? Did you have a bad reaction to a histamine?
First of all, and I don't know how to tell you this without hurting you deeply. First of all, you happen to be white.
Nicky really hates any white people that like black culture. Now, don't get me wrong, this dude is the worst example of white people embracing black culture, and Nicky is kinda correct. But it does have a certain undertone of racism to his disliking of this.
Come up with 500 in advance and the 210 that you owe to Zig. You can work my package.
What's funny is, yeah, in reality, a lot of gangs in both America, but especially the UK, have white guys in them. And like Dave Chappelle said, especially in America, if there's a white guy in a fucking black gang, he's the dude you should fear the most. Who knows what he has done to get those guys respect? Oh, I love Dave Chappelle. In this day and age, people are trying to silence him more and more, but I think you should be able to make jokes about anything. Otherwise, all you're left with is a subject matter and just darkness surrounding it. Fuck Stringer Bell. Fuck everyone this episode, seriously. Fuck you, mate. Fuck you and your incredible accent.
Not my business. I know. But did your man Avon even know about it?
Avon didn't know about it. Fucking hell. Fuck Stringer as well. I was about to say fuck Avon, but thank you, Avon, for not knowing about it.
I won't want a word of this mess up in Avon's ear.
Baltimore niggas off the hook. I swear.
Don't even think that guy liked working for him. Haven't, like, knowing he was killing one of his own guys in jail. Not even snitching.
Fuck him. He knew when he hung himself how we was gonna carry it. He knew when he did that we was gonna be in a moment like this right now.
He didn't know none of that shit, bro. No, he never, mate.
But, you know, man, D was just fucking weak. I tried to crimp him along since he was a shorty. Nigga, you see me, I try to bring him up, man, bring him along.
Yeah, you was good to him.
This is breaking my heart hearing them all talk about him posthumously like he was a bitch for killing himself. I had a friend who killed himself. He wasn't a bitch, mate. He was braver than all of us. Do you know what I'm saying? So they shouldn't even be thinking like that.
Who knows? I'm just saying. It might have been for the best. You know?
I can't fucking handle this episode, I don't think, you know? I'm not saying anything clever or nothing, I'm still like, this is shit.
Huh? Nice, right?
Fellas?
We need a bug. Something that can stand up to the pressures of the modern urban crime environment.
Is this like a police unit shop? I've never seen a shop just for cop shit before.
How much?
1,500. But seeing as you're sworn officers, the police discount drops it to $1,250.
So it's not just a police shop.
Give me a credit card and take it for 48 hours. Change your mind, bring it back. No problem.
Let me consult my partner.
Of course.
Leave your credit card for 48 hours? What if you, like, wanted a drink?
Listen, we've been doing hand-to-hands for a while now, and we ain't no higher up on the ladder on those corners. Okay? We're just gonna use it for a couple of days, get what we need, and bring it back.
Wow, so they're not even going to purchase it. To be honest, I think the whole unit should chip in $100 and purchase that for the unit, because last season they had that poor guy with a fucking tape recorder and shit when he was surveilling with audio, so they do need a new mic.
And I'll be honest, you solve the murders, I'll love you for the stats. If you don't, I've made it so the homicide unit doesn't have to bear the whole brunt of a lower clearance rate.
Yeah, he played it well. Rose played that very well.
Drug arrests may be prostitution bust if I get lucky, and I'm out from under with Burrell. Sorry, Colonel. You keep the murders in my estates covered.
Daniels is making a very smart decision. And fuck Rose, man. Like, Rose is just caring about his numbers.
Smarter than he looks.
Yeah, both of them knew exactly what they were trying to do there, and much respect to Daniels for not wilting under the pressure. To get out from under Burrell is way more important than to get out from under Rawls. Rawls is hoping to be Burrell one day. Burrell's already Burrell.
Who's that?
The black fella, the homicide guy.
Case is done for all I know.
Don't you start with this black fella shit, Frank. You're off the racist lead just now.
Starting tomorrow, I'm down at the Fairfield terminals.
Fairfield?
Yeah, bosses want another car patrolling the chemical plants. Because of terrorism, I guess.
You're too pretty for the Fairfield Piers, darling.
I like Frank. She's obviously like, this is her, you know, making the dock workers think she's back to her normal duty, which will then lead them to think the investigation has ceased. This is all part of the hustle, I understand that. So, you know, if anything, shame on you, Beatrice, because Frank's a nice guy and you manipulated the homie there.
Snug as a bug in a rug.
That is a good hiding place for a mic. I don't know if it will pick anything up being concealed completely in rubber, but in principle it's a good idea. Here's hoping the dunce caps pull one off, because I would love to see that wigger on the corner getting arrested, not gonna lie. As a white man who does hip hop, and a lot of you guys probably see me as the same as that dude, I am not that dude on the fucking corner. Yeah, fuck you guys.
Nothing's wasted. I'm getting a feel for this shit. How it plays and works without the dirt.
So when they lose a can...
I see it go.
Nice, Lester's like, not just looking at the screens, he's literally learning the profession to understand where the anomalies are. That's some deep detective shit.
Modern robotics do much of the work in the world's largest seaport, Rotterdam. Moving cargo is a traditional strength of the Dutch, who shuttle more freight in fewer man-hours than any port in the world.
Is this them trying to like shoehorn lots of more machinery onto the dock guys, which will reduce jobs maybe? You know what, even though I now know that they're selling packages through cheese, so they're obviously protected by the black gang somewhat, I still can't believe your everyman just doesn't rob that dude. That dude doesn't look imposing, intimidating, he looks nothing that you have to not get robbed when you're in the drug game. Especially with class A's like heroin. That's product, like, that's money. People will come for your money if you're weak and try to do that.
What kind of man hours are the stevedores clocking over there?
You know, I don't have those figures handy. Sorry.
I'm sure you don't.
By eliminating some of the more dangerous work, the Rotterdam technologies have reduced employee work-related accidents and injuries by 60%.
You've reduced employees, mate.
Can't get hurt if you ain't working, right?
20-foot containers.
No, they work with all kinds of...
Yeah, Frank knows the deal. This is all just to push more workers away. You know what though, that's a byproduct of the modern world. Over the next 50 years, we will all see so many things we used to associate with humans doing it be replaced with robotics or artificial intelligence. It'll be jarring as we see these professions drop away due to technological advancement. This is like a very good window into what many of us will have to face in our futures. Not me, I'll be dead in like 20 years, but all you guys, brace yourselves. If only she knew Stringer Bell had done it. Seriously, if this show ever wants me to like Stringer Bell again, I mean, I have no idea how they're ever gonna do it. Fuck you, Idris Elba. Fuck you, Idris Elba, mate. Not even going by the character name anymore. I'm taking this so personal. Fuck Idris Elba, yeah? You forgot the face of your father.
That's your half on the last 2 packages. Plus what Frog owed you on your own shit. It's all there, cuz.
Is Ziggy actually butthurt just because Nicky's doing the fucking job properly?
This is my thing, Nick. Fuck if you ain't handle that business better too.
Yeah, he's just butthurt that he's a waste man. You know what? You know what you have to do if you're a waste man and it's making you upset? It's a little Jedi trick not many know. Become less of a fucking waste man.
Eternity?
What is this shit?
Oh, Jesus, Nick. You knocked up Prissy Catlow?
I only fucked her once.
Oh fuck, he's having a baby. That kid's fucking so doomed to have that as a father. You know, I was promoting my reactions a few months ago, one of the Tales from the Crypt ones, and there was a guy in the Tales from the Crypt forum who just replied with like, why would someone react to something? Your fucking mom, right? To me. And because it was a group, I didn't want to tear his little bitch ass to shreds verbally, which is what I'm trained to do, by the way, so I was nice. But I clicked on his profile, and he has like 2 kids and a wife, and they live in a trailer, and I just fucking had a minute's silence for those kids, man. They are so fucking doomed with that guy as their father. And I hope you watch this, you fucking piece of shit. No forum group rules to protect you now, fuckface.
Once Burrell reached out.
But Burrell is the one that you crossed, and he's not likely to forget that, is he? Not to mention what he knows about you from the bad old days.
I'm really curious as to what went down with this money back in the day. Was this genuinely an error by Daniels? He doesn't seem like he has it in him. Was he pressured by people who were in his unit at the time to become a part of something? Or was it literally a plan of his? I hope we explore this in the future.
I'm gonna bring Burrell exactly what he asked for, and exactly what he needs to make Stan Valchik go away. No more, no less. I'm playing their game this time.
It's a smart thing to do, and I really hope Daniel succeeds. He's not doing anything that none of us wouldn't do after having been Bond like he was in season 1. He has to do that, and I hope he succeeds so he gets his division back and people leave him the fuck alone. Cause now I want to see Stringer Bell go jail, or shot in the face. Not even go jail. I want to see Stringer get shot in the fucking face by D'Angelo's mum.
Black, white, what's the difference, Nat? Until we get that fucking canal dredged, we're all niggers. Pardon my French. Or Polacks.
Frank, for fuck's sake, bro. Can't you all just watch your fucking mouths with that word, man? Now deep down every time I see Frank, I'm just gonna think you're a racist cunt, mate. What is that weird appendage on the back of that phone receiver there? I've only ever seen that in American movies. What the fuck is that thing you guys add to the back of the phone to make it fatter? And what is its purpose in life?
When'd you get served with these?
I got them in the mail this morning.
In the mail?
Yeah, this morning.
So some dude got past these in hand and then sent them to Ziggy's house? So it's the other dock workers.
Shyster, shyster, shyster.
It's a harmless rib, but you see the divide in Ziggy and Nicky's mentalities starting to appear. Nicky's wanting to be taken seriously, get shit done, make money, and not to be seen as a fucking joke. Ziggy is just a walking fucking joke. It's the lack of respect that's starting to fuck with Nicky. Well, at least he's laughing about it. It was quite a harmless rib. I don't mind that guy that ribbed him either, because, you know, he was the one that pulled him up about the new jacket for stealing that the cameras and shit. I like how Lester's mastering the little system. You know how last episode I was like, am I the only one that's finding this interesting on a technical level? I wasn't. Lester Freeman was there in his head going, this is fucking technically interesting. I'm a master of this shit.
Excuse me, sir. Are you a resident?
Sorry,
Sir?
wrong building. Sixth floor, all of them.
You know, because they put it in a tennis ball, Carver and Hurt could just like tennis ball that shit up into the 6th floor window, and wherever it lands, you're getting some good audio, do you know what I mean?
I could reach out to Greggs and Prez, maybe. Bring them in on it.
Should we tell the lieutenant?
Right now, the less the lieutenant knows he's involved in the murder investigation, the happier he'll feel.
100%. Don't tell Daniels you're working hard with any of his unit on any murders. He doesn't want anything to do with your fucking murders. He wants to bust Ziggy and go home happy.
Got to say, man, your thing is tight. Best around here in a long while.
You know what's fucked though? Now it's gonna be Nicky to get first instead of Ziggy. Yeah, I guess that's the downside of putting it in a ball.
No fucking.
It's like a fucking greyhound.
Come on, asshole! Fuck's wrong? Keep it fucking moving!
I like that guy's hesitant to keep going or not, start and stop, and that was good car acting. Also, that's well, wait a second. There we go. That's $1,250 down the drain. You know what? Treat that as karma for the money you stole from the tower raid last season, yeah? Why don't you collect your stolen tower money, which was way more than $1,250 each, and fucking pay for your little stupid microphone with it, yeah?
What if they're not sneaking anything off this time? What then?
Oh, then tragically, you will have wasted yet another day in a life you've already misspent in the service of the city of Baltimore.
At least Lester can laugh about it. I mean, my man was assigned to stolen antiques for like 13 years and 4 months, so...
Bang on him to make sure. I trust these greed fucks with nothing.
Frank's coming across as really racist this episode so far. Don't wanna see this shit. Fuck this shit. Fuck Stringer Bell. Fuck Avon. Avon didn't know, in fact. Delete that. Fuck Stringer Bell. Just fuck Stringer Bell. Fuck you, Stringer Bell. Idris Elba. What you think is you're from Hackney, London, and you can put on one of the best street accents of all time. You get a pass for strangling my boy. Go fuck yourself. Stringer didn't strangle him. He paid someone. No, it might as well have been Stringer's own fucking hands wrapped around his neck. What a little rat. Idris. I fucking rate you in almost everything you do, you cunt. Fuck you, mate. You are a fucking cunt. Fuck Stringer Bell and Idris Elba for portraying him so dislikably. Fuck you both. And fuck Bodie and them for all calling him fucking weak as well. You know what I mean? Fuck Avon for calling him weak. I wonder if Proposition Joe knows that it was Stringer. He's looking at him like he fucking knows it was Stringer. I don't want to see this shit. Fuck this shit, man. Glassy-eyed fucking snake.
Westside dope been weak for a while now. Every dope fiend in the city know that Avon been putting out piss and calling this shit.
Proposition Joe's picking up on a weak market. He knows what he could get from perhaps getting a deal going with the West Side.
I got dope coming straight into Baltimore and the shit be raw. 85-90%. And you know it's true. You got half the West Side coming over the Fallsway twice a day because East Side dope be kicking the shit out of West Side dope.
This is gonna lead to like the start of Avon and Stringer beefing.
Well, now you know Avon fought real hard for them towers. I mean, we took down the Rayford brothers, Big Dennis Woodson. I mean,
should have just been the strain.
That would have been some epic shit to see, by the way, like Avon's battle to gain all the control he had by the start of season 1. Wire prequel time, bring back D'Angelo and Avon.
Jason's at Princeton.
Princeton. And after he graduates, he's gonna do what?
Whatever he wants.
Right. You sent him to Princeton to do whatever the fuck he wants.
This guy hasn't seen the culture divide yet.
Something tells me Jason DiBiago will grow up and squeeze a buck the way his old man did.
You're out of line, Frank.
Is he? I'm not sure if he is.
And since he didn't want his sons to push the goddamn thing, he made sure my grandfather finished high school and my old man went to any college that would take him.
Talking history, right?
It's quite telling that that guy had to go 3 generations removed to talk about hardship. Like, how far back are we going here to score some I have worked hard points? Your great-grandfather, really? Well, good on your great-grandfather. What the fuck have you done, bro?
But I'm also talking about the canal. So you're gonna talk about the canal. So the Muldoons who run the old line state, they're gonna talk about the canal until someday, some way that motherfucker gets dredged and we get some ships in here.
Ah, so that's the issue. There's a canal leading to the dock which ships used to use, which they had way more ships coming in because of that, but now the canal is fucked up. That's what caused the reduction in ships. I understand now. So Frank's whole game, he's playing this politics to try and convince city officials to fix the fucking canal, which will in turn increase his business revenue. I mean, that is such political bullshit, man. Jesus Christ. As if you got to play that game. This show shouldn't have had Frank saying the M-word, by the way, because I really liked Frank up until that, and now I just won't ever be able to get over that. He doesn't trust Greeks, and, you know, everyone's in it. We're all N-words. Shit doesn't fly, mate.
He's hooking the truck onto the, what you call it?
Copy that. Lester copies the whatchamacallit. That's all he needs to know.
I got him on Browning heading west toward the city.
Damn, Lester has already got their whole op figured out, man.
1134? 1134. He went to ground off of Newkirk, some kind of warehouse.
They've already got like the headquarters of where these cargo containers are being brought, and I'm assuming these are the barrels of chemicals which are getting used to make coke. So this is like a huge operation they're stumbling onto.
You know, don't nobody want no shit like this to happen, man. If I would have known the boy was gonna be doing some shit like that, man, you know what I mean?
What are the prison people saying? That he just hung himself like that?
Stringer better be fucking careful what he says. Even that one sentence, if I was Avon, would have made me raise an eyebrow. Like, why wouldn't they, mate?
What are you gonna do? Stay with him every damn minute, every day you can? I mean, he gonna find a way if he wants to. It ain't on you.
Remember, Avon said to D'Angelo it ain't on you after he killed that guy back in season 1. I wonder if any of those things Stringer said there made Avon think about that shit.
Yo, proposition, Joe. He got a smoker and he wants to share. If we cut him a slice of the towels. No, it's a thought.
It's not even a thought, man. No.
Yeah, see, this is gonna start Stringer thinking about taking this shit for himself.
The can goes missing in the computer. Pretty good argument for a conspiracy case.
Conspiracy to do what?
Smuggle shit.
Beatrice, you're adorable, but you need to be a bit more specific.
Prostitution?
You mean you can tap a guy's phone if he's selling drugs, but if he's selling women, he's out of bounds?
That's the law.
What a strange, specific law. That seems like, if you were a cop, that would be frustrating as fuck to have to circumnavigate.
We can pay.
How?
Got a new job.
Off the docks?
Uh-oh. See, last episode I was saying that Daniel's investigation and shit is gonna lead straight up to, Ziggy. Well, not Daniel's, you know this side shit with Herc and Carver and shit. It's not. Herc and Carver are gonna get Nicky. I don't know if Nicky will snitch, but I mean, some dodgy shit's gonna go down.
Between what you make with them scissors and this, we can pay down the truck. Still have enough left over for someplace nice. Out in the county.
Yeah, fair play. I mean, until she asks you where you're getting the money, bro.
Oh, we got that.
Is that Proposition Joe? It is. Shit. So she's got pictures of Sergey and Prop Joe going into this place.
I swear to God, if he plays that goddamn song one more time, I'ma clock his ass good.
You can take him, Zig.
He just looks big.
Who the fuck is he, huh? Oh, pussy.
You're a legend of the dock, Zig.
Oh no, these guys are trying to wind him up to fight now. Fuck. These guys are just trolling.
You guys gonna move this thing or what? Come on.
Jesus, fuck.
You ain't supposed to move a guy when he's hurt, Frank.
Well, remember that when you hit the fucking number.
That other guy was right. Like, that might lead to extreme blood loss as soon as they pull that off, and the dude might die.
Siambo, you hear it?
Right over there.
Don't worry, kid. You're still on the clock.
This show does such a good job of showing the grey area of everything. I mean, yes, these machines coming to the docks would replace lots of human workers who need hours to live, but then they are safer than this shit, which, you know, it's a high injury workplace, the docks, I would imagine.
I know it began for you as a bullshit detail, but this Sabatka's into some shit that needs to be worked by good police. The DNRs, the clone computer.
I agree with Lester, like, they thought it was such a waste man assignment, but in actuality, now they're stumbling onto, like, some real shit with the Greek and the import of these females and shit like that.
From the guys in 1514.
Ah, see? Frank is a nice guy. Why are you saying the N-word, bro?
Where's the money from?
Who is this guy? I know he seemed to be a part of the actual union, not just Frank's dock workers, but still, he's asking a lot of questions that he should either know or should know not to ask.
No arguments.
Did he just take the murders from Rawls? Oh no. I hope, I mean, this could incredibly backfire.
Snitch, punk, squirrel, mope. Shut up.
Who teaches them this stuff?
It's my turn.
They are harmless insults, to be fair. I mean, if that's all they're shouting at other kids over the headsets on Xbox Live, they are severely outmatched. I mean, if we thought McNulty and his wife had a good sex scene in the last episode, wait until them kids hear what the other Xbox players have done to the poor woman. She seems like such a fun, nice lady as well, and she's smoking hot. Like, shame on you, McNulty, for fucking around.
The person who never stops thinking it through. That's what I fell in love with first.
You fell in love with an agony aunt. Before you married your wife, you were probably infatuated with some woman you'd never met who wrote a column inside of a girls' magazine. You cannot have a single conversation with your poor wife without fucking having some work-related moan. And she does always give you good advice. Okay. And that was episode 7 of season 2 of The Wire, Backwash, and I will be back in just a minute with my thoughts on that. So, episode 7, Backwash, what did I think of that? I mean, personally, my least enjoyable episode of the whole season, not because of the lack of quality anywhere, but because of what happened in the story. I feel like they've just taken the only person that could be seen as like a protagonist on the criminal side out of the show, which is fucking heartbreaking, man. D'Angelo was the one person we humanized in more ways than any of the other criminals in the show, and we were following his story, all aspects of it. We were following him through his home life and meeting Shardine and Shardine falling out with him. We followed all these elements to him which let us get to know him as a person. Just for that shit to happen like that, that's so cold. And like I said, like, I'm not even joking when I say, like, I don't even know if it's just the brutality of it that's fucking with me, and later on I'll come to see why that was a masterstroke. Maybe I'm missing it, but to me just now that's like, the writers shouldn't have done it. I just don't think they should have done it. Even if D'Angelo died later on under different circumstances, I understand, and I know it's not a meaningless death whatsoever, because it's setting up this whole thing with Stringer and Avon coming head to head at some point during this show. You know, he just snaked his boss and killed his boss's nephew, then went round to the dead boy's mum's house and put his hand on her shoulder while she wept, then went to jail and had a conversation with Avon saying, like, don't blame yourself, how were we to know? And sat around at the funeral hearing everybody call him a weak bitch for doing it as well. I'll fucking never forgive Stringer Bell for that. There is nothing that character will be able to do throughout this entire show which will make me ever like him again. Fuck the Stringer Bell character. I always thought he was interesting, smart, fucking thinks ahead everywhere. He's the perfect right-hand man to Avon. He kept his business right. I don't care about any of that shit. I fucking hate him for doing that. And I hope that the guys who he paid, and I know these guys are from a different area of the city, but I hope they get loose-lipped. And I hope maybe like Proposition Joe has heard about the truth. And maybe Proposition Joe will use that information later on in some way. We're already setting up the possibility of Stringer snaking Avon even further and allowing Proposition Joe to gain a percentage of the towers in exchange for the highest quality heroin that is possible to be obtained in the city. You know what, in fact, fuck you, Stringer. If Stringer wanted to show his real worth and really like be on a level with Avon, instead of snaking him out of the game, how about you go find a contact somewhere? How about you go back to the original contact that's suspicious of Avon being a snitch and do anything you can to prove to them otherwise and get that shit rolling for yourself again? Instead of always thinking of the easy route, you little fucking rat. Seriously, it's like he's a real person. This is a fictional dude I'm sitting here fucking hating, but I fucking hate him for doing that. I loved D'Angelo's character. I really loved D'Angelo's character. This ain't even a review, this is a eulogy. Rest in peace, D'Angelo, the one dude who, like, I mean, man, fuck, he was the one guy that, like, truly deep down you could tell he was a good person. I would say the same about Wallace, but obviously Bodie killed Wallace, do you know what I mean? So, I mean, the only guy I'm rooting for now is Avon Barksdale. Avon didn't order it, and that was so good to hear, to be honest, because I would have never forgave Avon either. I hope to the bottom of my fucking heart that Avon gets out of jail, finds out what Stringer's done, and ends up killing Stringer Bell. If this show does that, they will redeem this moment, and this moment will have meant something. If this show goes anywhere short of inevitably leading to Avon finding out it was actually Stringer, and then killing Stringer, it'll forever have like a unresolved, bitter thing in me that Avon never found out the truth. It's so important for them to let me see that later on, and I hope it's something that eventually we see. If I'm sitting here thinking, again, I always think of these things as a writer because I love writing stories. If I'm a writer and I'm doing something as fucking cold-hearted and as brutal as that, and like I said, the significance of his role in season 1 and how he was essentially the only protagonist on the criminal side of things from season 1, if I'm tearing that out of the story, it has to lead to a great moment of vengeance and revenge. It has to. Otherwise, it's like a feeling of frustration with no release. Do you see what I'm saying? There has to be a release for us all as viewers who have invested in this show from that frustration. And I just hope it doesn't take seasons. And until it does, I'm not joking. I don't care how calculated, how businessy, this or that. I'm a human. You know, as much as we all like to think it like cool calculated badasses, sometimes, fuck all that, mate. Fuck Stringer Bell forever. And I mean that. I'll never like that character again. Fuck him. And the only thing I hope is that Avon hears what he's done and manages to get out of jail early and fucking comes for absolute revenge. And also, we did see... I can't get over D'Angelo dying. I'm so deflated. Fucking hell. This is so disjointed and broken in thought. I'm sorry, because I've been hoping all week that D'Angelo survives, so. The other main thing we got going on though is that, you know, Daniels has agreed with Rawls to absorb the murders, which at first has got Rawls, you know, smirking and shit because he thinks he's just got an absolute dead end taken off his hands. And now Daniels is fucked. I mean, the only way, obviously, this works is if, you know, they pull one out of the bag and manage to get a huge case off of the back of this shit. And it seems like they may be on their way to doing so. They followed the cargo container all the way to this warehouse. They've got photos of Prop Joe and Sergey at the gate. So I think this is obviously going to lead up to the Greek. Meanwhile, we got Herc and Carver on Nikki's tail. Yeah, this shit is heating up. I just gotta say, like, it truly was my least enjoyable episode. It's still great. It's still as great as every other episode, but it's just like fucked me up, that shit, man. They shouldn't have done it. I mean, I understand that to have such a great moment of revenge in future, you have to have such a great moment of tragedy just now. But see, if there isn't a great moment of revenge in future, they shouldn't have done it. I'll leave my final judgment as to, you know, by the end of this show, whether I think they should or shouldn't have done it, I guess. But if it doesn't lead anywhere, like no one ever finds out what really happened to D'Angelo, they just shouldn't have done it. There are way more worthy causes he could have died for, fucking hell. So yeah, a bit frazzled after that episode and disappointed, but still, it was a good episode. I just didn't enjoy it because D'Angelo is now gone. So RIP to D'Angelo. He was a great character. He was probably the first character I truly liked in the entire show, and I felt so sorry for him at the end of last season, how he got done so bad with that key, already looking like he was going to do a large part of the show in jail, and then it was starting to look hopeful with his sentences being reduced and shit, and now just he's gone, bro. That is shit. I suppose it was at least unexpected. I wasn't expecting that shit, so, you know, hats off for your ruthlessness and unpredictability, Wire writers, but you got a lot of redeeming yourselves to do in terms of my personal happiness. So you better give me some revenge in future, otherwise I'm fucking tracking down these writers. I don't care how many novels they've written and how much they are experts on criminal activity. They will never hear me shimmying down their fucking chimney with a ninjato. Don't make me have to do it. If you also don't want to make me do it, click like. Subscribe to the channel if you would like to see more videos like this, and ring the bell to be notified as to when they are dropping. If there's anything you want to talk about from anything we've just watched, or anything you want me to react to in future, or just shoot the shit, comment down below, and share this video around to anybody you think might appreciate it or might want to watch this series along with us. My Patreon link is in the description. If you become a patron, you help me and the channel out so much. You get access to exclusive polls and posts, you get access to these videos I post on YouTube weeks and weeks in advance, and you also get full-length versions of all my YouTube reactions. They're all up there on the Patreon in their entirety. You just sync it up with your own copy of the show, and bang, we're watching it, we're chilling, it's all good. So consider becoming a patron. Like I said, link is down there in the description, and until next time, I have been BA, peace.